389 Gaming.
Hey guys, it's Guy389 here, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft in Space. This is episode 2. So if you guys caught my previous Minecraft video, which was probably the first episode of the little zombie thing that I did, I'm not sure if I'll continue with that or not, because it's fun, but it's more of a sort of thing you don't really do videos on. So anyways, if you caught that video, I mentioned that I was having a little bit of trouble getting this set up, because I didn't know quite how I wanted it. I wanted it to be nice and fancy, so I set it up in a little pyramid shape, and the water just went down on the sides. It didn't cover the entire pyramid like I wanted it to. So I wasn't quite sure what I was going to be doing with it. And I ended up just going with this simple design here, which is a lot easier to ensure that everything works the way it's supposed to. Now, I'm going to do something about having this open and stuff eventually, so that, because as you guys probably have seen in the other one, like, loot will somehow get up here onto the sides, and we don't want any of that. And obviously I have to close this off because we are currently exposed to outer space. So is the entire space station, but that's beside the point. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing in this episode. I think I'll just really quickly build the second floor, and I'll just show you guys what it looks like, I guess. Let's see, I just want to make sure I do that correctly. So how have you guys been? It's been actually a little bit longer than I had planned between these two episodes. I was hoping to get them out in relatively quick succession, like one right after the other, so that I could keep this series going. However, I just did not get this to work the way I wanted it to. I wanted it to be a nice small compartment, nice and compact, and it just didn't work. Like, the compact design that I wanted to use wasn't working the way I wanted it to, so I ended up just going with this much bigger but much simpler design. So it's not particularly compact, but it's doable. So anyways, as you can tell, I've got the whole got these whole automatic water things set up, so I can just press a little button here and water flows out. Water stops right there. I've put stone block here because this point right here, the water is not really flowing forward, it's kind of standing still. And as such, it's likely that anything that grows right here will get caught or pushed up onto the sides, and it's less likely to fall down here. And obviously you've got water under the stone here, which is keeping this nice and wet. I could have made this simpler and just had the water going through underneath all of these, and it would have actually reached to all of the individual ones, but I didn't do that. I ended up just going with these. Hold on, I'm gonna go quickly inside the space station. I also put a little area of water here. I'm going to make that look prettier later on. Probably turn it into like a water transposer so that I can just put a dispenser on it and then fill it full with buckets of water, and then you just put an empty bucket of water in, press a button, and you get a full bucket of water. I think that's how it works, at least. What was I looking for? Button. Button, button, button. Actually, we're going to make a few more buttons real quick, because we're probably going to need them. Let's make one more. There we go. Button, button, button. Now you can also put buttons directly onto dispensers. You just have to hold shift. And that had to happen, didn't it? I'm gone for like 1 second, guys, and then you guys have to go and start ruining stuff. Well, we have to keep them away from our dirt, because dirt is one of those things that they can steal. So they will take off with that dirt like... You guys done? You guys done yelling? Alright, good. They'll take off with our dirt like nobody's business, so we have to make sure that they do not do that. I guess we can just get this nice set up. Yeah, it'll probably be much faster to build it this time around now that I've already got the design worked out, because I was kind of working out the design on the fly. I was thinking of doing it in creative, but then I just sort of ended up doing it like while I was here. I figured, yeah, it's not the most complex design, because the complex design was kicking my butt. The complex but compact design was not working for me. Alright, so we got that worked out. We also need a block right there. Oops. Oops. There we go. And... yeah, being able to fly is very beneficial. Unfortunately, that is not something that everyone will have access to. It's something you kind of get on servers occasionally. But all it really amounts to is that I get to do this a little bit faster, because I could still do all of this without being able to fly. I'm not doing anything like horribly complex. I guess the only thing that's really, really beneficial about being able to fly is that you can kind of build downward, which is difficult over the void. You can fall to your death very easily in that void right down there. Right, and then there's this side, I think. And this thing. Go down these. Oops, too high up. Yeah. And I think right here and here are also blocks, if I remember correctly. Because I don't want the water flowing out. Even though it's not going to do that anyways, but whatever. Oh wait, I forgot this side. Need to bring this all the way out. Alright, there we go. Now it should be set up the way it's supposed to be. Now the underside of this was a little bit different, because I want to be able to grow the plants like all the time, and obviously I want a light source, so I set up some glowstone under here, and also that allowed it to just look a little bit better when I was doing this. Now the problem is that we won't be able to get into this area. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing about that. I guess I'll have to work out a way to get stuff placed in here, because once I have this here, you can see we won't be able to get up onto this anymore. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do about it. Probably going to have to improvise a little. Oops. That was silly. But originally what I'd intended was that you could just stand here in place, but you kind of can't get past these. I could build it like one story taller, but I don't want to. That would make it way too high, in my opinion. I guess this might be the ideal solution, is just break this and have oh, where'd I put it? I have wool with me, sort of. Or wool carpet, rather, not wool. because I think that'll do it. Let's bring that with us. I also have paper with me. I have no idea why I have that there. I was doing some trading to get, or, well, I do know I have it there. I was doing some trading to get this glowstone, because I ran out. I was out of glowstone. Didn't have enough. Hold on. Oop. Oop. And there we go. Now, we should be able to walk in here. I just want to test and make sure that this does not destroy the world when I press the little red button. Yeah, it does. That's what I thought. Alright, so we're going to have to work on a way to get in there. Kinda don't want to have to break stuff to get in, but that may be the only option. Alternately, I guess we could do... No, it would be exactly the same. It would still push it to the side. Could do... What's it called? Could have this here, because water can't go over that, obviously. And then I could just go in like that. Yeah, I think that'll do, actually. Let's try it. See if we like it. So basically, what this is going to be is it's going to be like a supermassive, multi-layered, or not supermassive, but a very massive, multi-layered farm. And ideally, once I have enough, I'll just replace all of these with dispensers, and then I can just press a button, little redstone along the top here, and it'll, or a little redstone around this actually, and that will just activate everything to plant seeds, and then I'll have a much more efficient farm system that will just go automatically. Or not automatically, but it'll go at the press of a button. And that is what we want. We want everything to be simple and accessible at the press of a button. We don't want to... we don't want to spend forever planting the seeds individually, but that's what it's going to be for the beginning of this. Just because I don't have enough dispensers set up yet to where it would be practical to do it the efficient way. Yeah, all these are nice and full. Alright, and then close, and then we can go in and plant. Alright, good. That works. That will make it a lot better. And it will also allow us to get in here so we can finish building this. We probably don't have enough of these. Oh no, we probably do, actually. We might skip ahead if this takes a while, just because it may take a while. Alright, I think that worked. Good. Way all the way to the other side. So this is really what I've been working on. It's just taken quite a while to get an idea of what I wanted to do, and then just to have enough time to actually sit down and do this. I actually just came home from work, and I've been working... Well, I worked yesterday, the day before that, and the day before that. And I'm not really complaining about working. It's not a problem for me to work. It's just, you know, I can't really... If I'm at work from... I work from 2 to 10, I think. Yeah, 2 to 10 is when I work. And I go to work in the morning at about... Well, it's not in the morning anymore, but I go at around 1 o'clock out of the house. And come home past midnight, usually. And the end result of that is that I just don't have the time to sit down and make a video before or after. And I like to do pretty much the entire thing in one sitting, if possible. Just to make the whole... Ah! Fell to my death. Okay. Another side effect of building in the end, spontaneous death. Right, so you guys get the idea of what I'm doing. I'm just going to finish this up off camera, and I'll be back in a second. Hey guys, welcome back, and those of you who are paying close attention may have noticed that I did in fact make a mistake when I was building these. I forgot to leave a space open for the glowstone, so I had to manually go through and break all of the planks that were in the way. Also, we don't have enough glowstone, which means I'm going to have to go to the nether and search for glowstone and get myself some more of that. I wish there was a way to make like a... Oh, well, I know there is a way to make a glowstone farm, but one that doesn't involve witches, because my base is in a swamp. I don't really have any witches around to steal from. So I'm just going to finish this off with the finish off the normal design and show you guys the rest of the process building it. Eventually you guys could copy the same technique. This obviously doesn't need to be built in the end, but can be built pretty much anywhere. It's a fairly default design. The only problem is that you would need a lot of space to build something like this, especially if you're going to have more than one layer. And I'm going to have 3. I'm going to have one more down here, and then I'm going to have an under section. I'm also going to have something on the top, I think. I might have like a little dome on the top, because I want it to be about the same, about level with this thing. And, well, not level with that, but I want it level with this, more or less. And you, mister... You, mister, are not welcome here. Get out. Alright, we're gonna have to throw down some torches for a bit. Some temporary torches. Just to keep these guys from stealing our dirt. Our precious, completely non-valuable dirt. See, as soon as I closed off those, then it was too dark here, and then the Enderman decided to show up. And trust me, they will steal your dirt. They did that to me. I had built a nice little system of dirt that water was going to go across that would allow for some efficient farming. However, the Enderman would not have any of that. They decided that that was a bad idea and that I should have my dirt taken away. Alright, hopefully that'll keep them away for a bit. Throw one down there too. Please don't spawn? Okay, good. When I come back, there's going to be a million of them. That's actually what happened, is I left to get something in the chest, and when I came back there were literally a million of them, and they had stolen nearly all of the dirt that I brought with me. So what did I want from down here? Because I can't really remember why I came here. Pretty sure it was for the dispensers, though. I also have a million buckets of water. I'm not gonna fill all of the dispensers on camera because it will take roughly 2,000 years, so you guys probably don't want to sit and watch that. I also don't have enough dispensers to do all of these. I think I have enough to do 2, but I can show you guys what it looks like. Is that... No, it's supposed to be one more back. Right there. There we go. And obviously this pit into Doom is not going to be a pit to Doom forever. That's not the final plan. Let's see. I was going to have these here, right? Yeah. spawning behind me. Should probably fill these with water right away, but I'll do that off camera. But you get the point. These are going to be the trenches filled with water. And then you have this stuff here. We'll just cover this with light for now. There we go, got some light going. That'll do, got some light going there. And I'll finish off this one so you guys can see what it looks like when it's done. Do I have any more of this? No, I don't. Alright, good. Once again, I'm just going to fill you with light for a bit. Yep, there we go. And then all you need to do is you put a bucket of water in here and a button, you press the button, it sends the water straight down. There's exactly 8 spaces to the drop, which means the water stops right here. It doesn't flow down, it just stops right there. And then you just take the hoe and you go and finish it off. Alright, so I think that'll wrap it up for this episode. In the next episode, I'll probably finish this off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off this top layer here. So I showed you guys sort of how that's built. And then I'll just build the layer underneath. And then we can do the chest room. And we'll see the finished product in the next episode, probably. Hopefully. I hope it doesn't take more than that, because this has already taken enough time as is. Way more time than it's probably worth. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode, and as always, leave a comment in the comment section below if you guys have any suggestions, any ideas, any comments, anything you'd like to say. I try to reply to most of them. I don't reply to all of them, but I try to reply to most of them at least. So anyways, yeah, I'm terrible at ending videos, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.